What's up, guys? It's Gambit. Thanks for dropping in for another Godforge video. The beta is here. It's been out for about 12 hours now, and players have finally gotten in and are very excited to be playing the 95% gang, especially happy. For those of you that don't know, that on release they did have a couple issues with their servers and people getting stuck on 95% of their download. Very harsh while everybody was excited, but nonetheless the team resolved it very quickly. That's a good sign that they're able to take care of some of these issues that are popping up in the beta. That being said, a little bit buggy, but that's what we're here for, to report those bugs, get them squashed so that we can have a great full release on the game. Very excited. In this video we are going to be covering some tips, tricks, and initial things with the beta as we all progress together here for the next 14 days. For starters, we're going to be kicking off with our first note, which is daily purchases, kind of the daily things that the first time you get on, you want to make sure you're hitting all the freebies and purchasing all of the things that are going to help you build up your characters, build up your power of the characters, and things of that nature. So let's get into the freebies. First up for me on the freebies is going to be this Aetherstone icon in the top right corner up here. You can see that green Aetherstone. Aetherstones are what you use to summon in the Godforge. But when you click on that, and if it has a star next to it, you have something to claim there. But if you click on it, it's going to pop up this playtime quest. Keep playing to earn those rewards. 6 per day. Very great resources that you're not going to want to miss out on. Make sure you're clicking on this, and once you've played for 2 hours, you have earned all of these rewards. And then it resets daily. So make sure you're coming in here and you are obtaining all your rewards as you unlock them. It's going to help your progression daily very well. Next up for the freebies, guys, is going to be your calendar. On this bottom bar here with these 5 orange icons, the far left is calendar. You're gonna want to come in here every day and pick on this daily calendar. Pretty good rewards, especially as you get further in, things you're not going to want to miss out on. So be coming in here and taking advantage of this daily calendar. And then Riven's Chosen is a special beta calendar. Don't miss out on it. Try to hit all 14 days, especially this first week. You're going to get some stuff that's going to transfer into the full game, some flares, some borders and frames, things like that. So be sure to be grabbing this stuff. Very big for these epic purple Aetherstones here. Those are going to be very large for the account, getting some extra pulls and everything. So make sure you are not missing out on the free calendars. Last but not least, for the free section, which everybody loves free, you're coming over to the store, that bottom left chest there, clicking on that, and you can see it says free on here. Those don't go away, unfortunately, when you claim it, so it's always going to be there, but don't be fooled. You collected it, it's gone. So daily gift, this one, once per day you can come in here and get an Aetherstone and energy refill, and then a weekly gift also. You'll get to claim that probably only twice during this beta, but you'll get a better version of the Aetherstone and another energy refill. In the ruby shop, once per day you can come in here and get 10 free rubies. It's kind of nice little freebie there. Be sure to take advantage of that. And unfortunately, moving outside of free into the paid section of things, there's a couple different places here, the bazaar and the store, that you're going to want to come in and be purchasing things out of. It's going to be account based. Whatever you feel like you need, feel free to buy it. You know your account better than I do, but some daily things that you do not want to miss out on. This box of mysteries. Very cool drops in here, and it's 120k. You can only buy this once per day. It's twice in a row that I've gotten 20 green Aetherstones. That does not help me out at all, but you know what? It is what it is. Hopefully your luck is better than mine. But yeah, cool box of mysteries. I love that kind of random lottery type thing, so that's great. Gonna be skipping over the green ones for myself. If you need the extra spirit, go for it. And then Aetherstone cash is huge. The blue Aetherstones are great for those chance of epic and rare drops. Also chance for legendary, but less likely. But yeah, you want to come in here and be purchasing this. And again, 2 green Aetherstones. So it is what it is. That's our luck on the account so far. Other honorable mentions in here, the Rivenite crate. You're you're going to want this for upgrading your gear. So very important. Gear is something that can make you stall out. You can purchase this 5 times a day, so I would recommend just purchasing all 5. You don't want to be without the resources for actually getting your gear up and running. Once you run into the other roadblocks of getting things leveled up and you identify that, oh, hey, I'm low on this resource, this is where you're going to be getting it for the alchemy crate and the forge kit, and getting those particular gear sets upgraded. And back here at the forge, moving down to the store again in the ruby shop, you'll have plenty of rubies to be buying some of these items. I went in and bought the ancestral pack 30 times. Twice for 60 extra stones, just to expand the character roster, because you will need an expanded character roster, and we'll get into that here in the next tip. But yeah, really whatever your preference is here, whatever you're short on, come in here and use the rubies to get that. Alright guys, that's going to take us to our second tip, which is don't save your stones. In other games like this, you have a tendency to want to hoard your stones and drop them all on one single tournament or event to do well, because you get points for those summons. It's not this way in the beta, so just pull your stones, get your new characters, build out your roster, because you're going to need an expanded roster in the campaign. They have requirements that make you use different archetypes and factions and things like that in order to achieve the 3-star on those nodes. So yeah, my advice to you is to come into the Godforge and just spend your stones. Got some stones to spend here, 30 of these ones, see what we get pulled. I already got a couple of the characters that I'm wanting to build out, like I talked about in the last video. So got 2 of the 5 that I need to make that team. Cyclops I'm kind of excited about. I'd like to see how well he can do. I think he's got a weak AoE, but we'll see. And second pull. I do love the layout here. I got a second nin soon. It's kind of a bummer, but hey, that'll help with the awakening. Okay. Third one, and then last but not least, after this we will pull our legendary stone. In the full release game, it is very unlikely that we are going to get that luxury, but you can see here the red above the flawless stone here, guaranteed legendary. It won't be that way in the full release, so don't get too used to that. I think they're just wanting us to test out all the characters, so they gave us a guaranteed legendary here, but let's see what we get. I'd love an Amaterasu. I think that's the one that I would want the most, but I think I know this one. Yep, they do. Izanami, okay, interesting. Not too bad. Yeah, we'll play around with that. Maybe do a little feature here on Izanami. But yes, that was my second tip, which was do not hold on to these stones. Get them all summoned. Get the characters. That way you're not leveling up characters that you don't necessarily want later. And last tip from me, guys, has to do with the campaign, and it's pay attention to the requirements. I'm not too sure if it's just for the beta and Fateless's effort to get you to try a bunch of different characters to make sure that there's not bugs in all those characters that you might not have otherwise wanted to use. But uniquely, one of the mechanics in this is using specific factions and archetypes in the campaign to achieve 3 stars. So clicking into the first one here, for you to hit the 3 stars down here above multi-battle and battle, you can click that little information icon, and it's going to pop up what you need to do to obtain all 3 stars. Clear the stage for 1, clear it in under 20 turns. Those are consistent across all the campaign regions, so that's going to be the same. And then the last one varies. So for this first area, you need to clear with at least 1 strength hero. So you want to make sure that you're taking a strength hero in to be able to get the 3 star on this node. Now that will be consistent throughout the first 9 stages of the campaign level, and then on stage 10, they're going to kind of trick you and toss in a different one. So clear the stage with at least 2 from TN or Virage, those factions. So they don't advertise this, and it's not a pop-up like, hey, make sure your team's correct. So you're going to do that initial battle, realize you didn't get 3 stars, and be like, what the heck, I just wasted time and energy. So do your best to not waste the time and energy. Also be aware that this is just stage 1. Every stage is going to be this way. Every stage is going to have its own set of requirements. So moving on into Asgard, I'll show you that one, and it's even tougher than the first one. The first one's very generic, it's stage 1, it should be. But this one, the entire campaign, you have to use 2 Slayers or 2 Brawlers on your team. Not too bad, everybody wants to take 2 Slayers anyway. But again, that is for the first 9 stages of Asgard, and then on stage 10, switches over to a new one. We're not going to take your time and go through every region here, but just wanted you guys to be aware that they are switching it up on you. It is going to force you into a well-rounded roster as far as the different factions go. And that's not ideal. I very much hope this is just for the beta and their effort to get you to try out different champions and make sure that they're all working appropriately. I hope that they can take this away, because at the start of these types of games, you very much want to get your core set of 5 as fast as you can, and then power level those up. Let those carry you through most content, and then start to branch out and do better with specific characters in the different areas of the game. So that's my hope. Nonetheless, having fun with the beta. It's a good release. It's obviously a couple little bugs here and there, kind of slow to load here and there, things of that nature. But ultimately, the game is functional. Very much looking forward to seeing the feedback that everybody provides and everything like that. Let me know in the comments what you think about the initial release so far, or have you even jumped in yet? Yeah, just give me your initial thoughts. I'm curious to see what the player base thinks about this so far, but I'm having fun here. We'll be progressing pretty rapidly through this beta from here on out, so we'll be making more content on what we find and the teams that we're able to make. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.